Hello, people, and I decided to start a new series for DayZ. The mod is DayZ Breaking Point. It's amazing. So yeah, this episode I'm gonna be commentating over it. Basically, what happens is I end up going to Elektro I try to, I'm trying to get some medical supplies, but that doesn't end up happening. Instead, I find out people are, oh god, what do they call it? They're looting the city, but they're running around. Loot cycling, yeah. They're loot cycling the city. So it's never a good thing. The weapon I'm using is a M14 iron sights. It's a good weapon in Breaking Point. It uses DMR mags, but I think the aiming's off a little bit because I tried using it earlier and it was accurate up to probably 300 yards or 400, I don't know. But I ended up getting the kill, but it was just weird, so I don't know. But anyway, so I decided to sneak up this hill right here. As you can see, I'm going to do a little cut right here. So yeah, decided to check the sniper's hill quickly just to make sure it's all clear. And I wanted to scope out the place. Right here, I'm just trying to scan the horizon, see if I see any zombies, otherwise known as Zeds. If I can see any possibly spawning in because of me, or if there's any others. But I don't see anything, so I just continue to walk forward and hope to God I either don't see anything or I see someone, but they don't see me. First place I like looking is the firehouse and the power station because there's always people there sometimes. Well, yeah, there's always people there, but still. And I also like checking the store to make sure no one's running in the entrance or they're not watching over the entrance from the inside. But yeah, I wasn't really expecting to kill this guy, but to me, it just felt right because he was loot cycling Elektro, which is, in my opinion, a very, very stupid move. I don't know why they'd be loot cycling. I also forgot to mention that this is a no third-person server, which means it's a hardcore server. I don't know, I like playing on hardcore servers and Breaking Point. It's always a fun thing to do. So right here, I just decide to adjust my audio levels. Well, not my audio levels, but yeah. Typically I did.
Cannot fire.
I just turned up my
Cannot fire.
voice on network and
Cannot fire.
my... No, I didn't turn it up this time. No, but I ended up turning up the actual in-game volume. I just cut that part out, I think. So right now I'm just scanning to make sure there's nothing here at all, because I always hate having snipers here in this location. If I don't scan it correctly, there's always that one sniper that'll find you no matter what. But right now, I'm just scanning over the horizon looking for any zombies. And now I'm just making sure everything around me is clear before I lay down and scan the horizon for a couple minutes to watching people go into Elektro. I really have no idea why I just went around that tree. And I seem not to be watching any of the other points that the snipers like to sit in, like the little bushes to the right a little bit more. They like sitting in there. I didn't check there. That's pretty stupid of me. I'm not seeing anything right now, so that's always a good thing. So right now I'm just setting up my little position. I'm also wearing camo clothing that I found, so that really blends into the grass, and if I lay in this tree I should be fine. Right now, just still scanning the horizon for something. And then I just noticed zombies spawned in with not even within a minute. I'm like, okay, there must be somebody here. So first thing I do is lay down, and then I'll just watch that little pack of zombies for a little bit, see if there's no aggro whatsoever on them. So yeah, I ended up sitting here for probably about almost 3 minutes to the max before I see some movement. It's always a good thing when you're sitting on the outside of Elektro scanning the horizon, just to be very patient. Because if you're not patient, you just run in there, you're gonna die, or something's gonna happen. I thought he would maybe be in the store or something, so that's why I'm just looking around here. And then I just looked in that tree line to make sure no one was sitting there. Where I'm sitting at the moment, not very smart. So eventually I do see him. I think it's coming up right here. Yep. I'm just scanning the horizon for zombies. I think it's in the corner of my binoculars I see him. Has to be coming up. And just scanning over the horizon still. I'm surprised. Yeah, I forgot when I spot him. But yeah, I always make sure the area is clear. Whenever I go into Elektro, I just scan the horizon for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Because every time I go in there unprepared, I always end up getting shot. Like for example, before I looted Cherno, I didn't check it correctly and I got shot twice. So I had to abandon the city. And back there, I somehow must have spotted him. I think he was running by the store, by the walls, I believe. I was not paying attention. Sorry about that. So I decided to go a little bit closer to him on the hill, right next to the store, which is right here. I don't think he saw me at this point. He didn't know I was even here. I spotted one of the tents that they're loot cycling in, so I checked the gear slot. There was an Enfield in here, so I'm like, they're loot cycling, and that must be like where they put the good weapons at or something, or the decent ones at least. I didn't light it on fire yet because I just wanted to sit there and make sure that no one walked up on the tent like an idiot. So if they did walk up on the tent, they'd get shot. So I decided to set up a little ambush position right in this bush right here. And I believe my camo blended in just perfectly because he never ever saw me. So he has his tent exactly to my front at the moment. Oh, and right here I fail. I'm trying to just blend into the tree. But his tent's by that wall to the right if you can't see it. You should be able to though. So yeah, I just sit here for, God, I'd say it was at least 4 to 5 minutes before I actually saw movement. Oh, there's some zombies right there. So, yep, there's someone that was definitely there. So right here, by the tavern, there's some zombie movement, so that means he's getting closer and closer to that tent. And here I go again, failing to sit down properly or get a better shooting position. If you go crouch and then you push the vault key, you will go into a kneeling position, which I'm doing right now. If you just tap your walk key forward, you just move up a little bit, but if you hold it in, you'll get out of the prone position. So yeah, it takes a little bit of adjusting, but I eventually get it. Right here I think I get it. Possibly, yes. So yeah, this is what I did for a while. I just sat here and looked. Right there my gun glitched, which is kind of weird. And then I got out of the kneeling position for some reason. I didn't notice it at first. There. And then I sat down. I sat there for quite a while. Now, he must have already looted the store before I walked in or something, because he never looted it whatsoever when I was in this footage. So yeah, after a couple minutes, I was just sitting, watching that tent, looking at my surroundings, and I decided to check by the tavern and heard those gunshots that you just heard now. So I knew that they were armed. So now I figured I'd take them out, possibly because they're a threat, and I could see them shooting me because they're loot cycling. So I just get in their way. I think there was more than two. I just shot one guy and ran off because, yeah, I didn't feel safe at all in Elektro. So I just kept my eyes on that tent to make sure no one was there looting it or doing something to it at least. So yeah, I'm trying to watch over the element or the school. Otherwise, I don't even know what that is. That building to the right of my sights, right? Yeah, I was just trying to make sure no one was there. So I looked back there a couple times, and then I watched it for a while. And a couple minutes later, I saw a zombie movement, and then I saw the guy come into the picture pretty soon here. I checked the tavern because I thought he was there, and he comes popping by the store walls. He's right there. He just ran by the tent, and I thought he was gonna look in the tent, but instead he goes running to the fire station, which is the worst decision that you could do. And he never checks anywhere. I was watching this guy. He never checked any sniper spots, nothing. He had no people watching him. This server had about, I'd say about 25 people on it, so it's still considered dangerous to loot Elektro and have no sniper cover whatsoever. So I thought I'd just reposition myself and wait for him to walk into the second story, the third story, and then shoot at him and kill him. Right here, I got in position, thought it was good, and then to the left he's running into the building. I could have shot him there, but I didn't see him in time. I just thought this wasn't a good position, so I relocated to a better one behind the tree, just in case if I didn't kill him in the first shot. And now it's just a waiting game, and his back, I could just see it through there. So yeah, he eventually makes a huge mistake that you should never do in Elektro. There he is again. Matter of fact, you shouldn't even be looting a fire station in Elektro ever. If you do, stay in the first story. Oh, and then he pops through the wall there. I'll take a couple shots at him. Break his legs. I don't know if you could hear him going ow in the background. And I heard the zombies. So I thought if I hide in this bush, I'd lose their aggro. But that doesn't work out too good. Here comes the zombies. Oh god, they're... Oh, and I got hit there. So I'm like, fuck this, and I decided to stay in the bushes, but also work my way up to get a better shot on him. Because right now he's on the very top, I presumed. At the time, he'd still be on top, he wouldn't climb down the ladder, he was bandaging. So, just got up here. Then I figured, after I kill this guy, I'm going to burn that tent just to show my dominance. And why you should never, ever, ever loot cycle this place. Right now, I'm just trying to find the tent again, like an idiot. I should have just shot him right here. Then I forgot that I needed the bandage. So I just bandaged myself right here. I hope the guy wouldn't climb down the stairs right now, or the ladder. Thank God he didn't, otherwise he probably would have got away. And right here, that black speck, I thought that was maybe something sticking out of the ground and not to him. I thought he originally climbed down the ladders again, or the ladder, and he got away. So I just checked on my binos to make sure. Nope, that was him. No clue where I just shot him from. So I go to aim, but I don't see him, and this damn zombie almost hit me. So I just do a big circle around the bush here and try to get a shot quickly. And now is the time where I'm just like, if he pops his head out, he's going to get shot, and here he is. And he is now dead. If you look in the chat box, right before that, he's like, who the fuck is shooting at me? And I shot him immediately, which is kind of cool. I just burned the tent down here, and then I go and check I go check the little tent by the store, thinking that there would be items in there. So right now, I just burned the tent because, gotta assert my dominance. I didn't know how many people were in Elektro. I just wanted to scare the hell out of them. I mean, they started two, maybe, it was 3 M14 shots go off, and now they're seeing a tent burn. I just wanted to make them think there was more than one person doing this. So I'm debating on whether right now, when I was playing this, I thought if I go loot his body quickly, that'd be a smart thing. And I'm like, fuck it. If I loot his body, he's in an obvious position. And he probably has people he's talking to over TeamSpeak or Skype. So I don't want to risk it, so I decided just to go loot the tent quickly. So I'm just taking a long route here. I really shouldn't have ran into the city this quickly. It was a stupid idea on my part. They could have taken me out very easily. So yeah, just running up in the tent here. I decided not to destroy it because, I don't know, I thought it was enough punishment that I destroyed one tent. And plus, the zombie aggro, they would have eventually broke my legs and killed me probably if I would have burned down that tent. Plus, it would have gave away my position. So right now, I'm just running to the fire station, and I'm debating on whether I should loot his body or not. So I'm just running in there, getting ready to glitch through the wall on the second story. This guy just had an Enfield, I think, and nothing else. Maybe a couple cans of food, that's it. And then I just heard gunshots. I didn't know if they were at me or they were just to scare me off, but they did scare me. So I'm just like, fuck this shit. So then I got the hell out of Elektro. If you like this footage, if you want me to do more, I'll do more. Just subscribe, like the footage, do whatever you gotta do to get this out, spread the word. Thank you for watching. Really do appreciate it.